So Niners, as expected, handled business with the Patriots. I mean, I thought it was another really good game from Brock Purdy. Outside of that one interception that he had, even that interception, I think it was honestly a really good play by Jabril Peppers. I think him and another defender were kind of bracketing George Kittle, and George Kittle broke inside, and Jabril Peppers was basically free at that point, and he was just looking for work. Saw that the ball was going to Ayuk, and I don't think Brock Purdy ever saw him and intercepted it. So good play on Jabril Peppers. I don't honestly hate it too much, but outside of that, I mean, Brock Purdy was slinging it, and I'm honestly that's what has me excited. Honestly, like it's not as much the fact that he completed those passes because I know he can do it. It's just the fact that he's taking those shots, and that was probably the one thing that he did last year. The one thing from last year that I just wanted to see more. I wanted to see him throw the ball down the field more, and just the fact that he's doing it. He's because I felt like last year there were opportunities where there'd be a deep post, a deep whatever sail route, whatever it may be, and he just wouldn't even try it. It wasn't even the fact that he wasn't completing it; he just wouldn't even throw it, and now he's throwing it. So I'm really happy to see that. I think that's gonna it's gonna cause defenses to have to play more honest and not just crowd the middle of the field and so it's going to open things up in the middle of the field even more, open things up in the run game. Jordan Mason's going to be able to feast off of that. So I'm happy to see that. I'm happy to see that with the Niners. And then on defense, um, good game. I mean, 7 points they gave up from pretty much um, a kickoff fumble. Special teams. I mean, another special teams error. I don't know if you could really put this one on like the coordinator or being prepared. It kind of was just like an isolated problem by the kick returner. But defense did solid. I'm excited to see. We have a player, Sam Okuwanu. He had a nice little breakout game for the Niners at DN. We'll see what happens with him. He looks like he could be promising for the future. And Kalia Davis is coming back for the 49ers, defensive tackle. So that's gonna be good to see. I think overall I will say though, like I mean, we were playing the Patriots, so
Yeah,
I mean,
I think you have to say that again.
yeah, we were playing the Patriots, so I'm not gonna say that this means anything, but it's a feel good game. It feels good, but it really doesn't mean anything. Cardinals, it's gonna be a step up in terms of a test next week, but at the end, but yeah, I'll let you. What do you think about the game?
Yeah, no, I think like you said, you guys were playing the Patriots, but at the end of the day, a win is a win, right? So you
Yeah,
guys go up to 2-2. That's good for you guys, right? You guys are 0-500 on the season, right? 4.500 on the season. But at the end of the day, like when I was looking at this game, there were 3 field goals and 2 touchdowns, and I really want to highlight the 2 field goals because there were what I think 20. It was a 22-yard field goal and a 26-yard field goal. That means you're kicking field goals from within the red zone. Like you wanna make sure that you're able to convert those field goals into touchdowns, right? Like I understand like the 46-yard, like okay, that was like not in the red zone, like sure, like I'll take that, but again, you want more field goal, I mean more touchdowns from your offense, especially if you're already in the red zone. You know, like it hurts. I'm pretty sure even Kyle Shanahan will tell you like we need to score more touchdowns, right? Especially if we're in the red zone, right? But I mean, aside from that, there were. I mean, defensively, it was good, right? I think you guys had like what 5 or 6 sacks on the day. Um,
6, I think.
yeah, and I mean, a lot of that got. I mean, a lot of the bad play was kind of overshadowed by, like, what's it called? Just sacks. I think you guys had 2 turnovers, if I'm correct. And
Forced two. You're saying we forced 2 turnovers?
yeah, I mean the Fred Warner pick six. Uh,
Three, I think. So that Ramondre fumbled, and then Brissett uh, fumbled too.
Yeah, I mean, I would say like more like the putting up 30 points was more of like it showed more that how the Patriots defense was terrible more than the 49ers offense was great. I mean, just because like Purdy finished what he was 15 for 27 on the day I mean 280 yards is great, but like he had a pick. I would still say it was a pretty bad pick just because um, it was in double coverage, right? But other than that,
It wasn't really double covered though. That's where I was saying it was. I think it was for me at least. I what I saw was if you look at it, Peppers was actually double teaming Kittle. He had if Kittle broke out, Peppers would have covered him then, and then Kittle broke in, so it was another guy that covered him, and Peppers kind of just found somewhere to go. He found Ayuk, and he decided to run to him, and I think Purdy just never saw him. Which at the end of the day, still on Purdy, but for me at least, I didn't think it. That's why I didn't think it was terrible.
Okay. I mean, but regardless of those, all that thing, I like you said, I really like that Purdy was slinging the ball like downfield. I think he had two like deep ball completions, and just the third one was the interception, right?
Yeah,
But I mean, aside from that, I mean, there was another hiccup on special teams, like you said, coming out of the second half, a fumble. Like special team really needs to like clean it up because like, I mean, it was a 20. I mean, they scored 7 points off of that turnover. It's a 20-10 game. Like it kind of felt like the Patriots had some sort of life, right? Down by 10, still another half of the game to play. But I mean, regardless, again, I'll say it was a good win for the Niners. But again, it was the Patriots. So
yeah. For the Patriots, I mean, their defense is not too bad, but their defense is honestly, I think, pretty solid. But their offense is just not good at all, and that's what just puts their defense in a really tough spot. So it's kind of going to be the opposite situation this upcoming week against the Cardinals, where their offense is a little bit better, but their defense isn't very good. I mean, I don't think I can name a single player on that defense outside of Buda Baker, to be honest. Um, but offensively, I mean, Kyler Murray, he's going to be hard to bring down to the ground. He's going to be hard to catch, and he's historically done pretty well against us. Um, but weapons wise, I'm not too scared of the Cardinals' weapons. I mean, they have on paper they have good players in Marvin Harrison and Michael Wilson, Greg Dortch, James Conner, um, yeah, James Conner, Trey McBride, a good tight end. But I don't really feel like any of them are scary. I would say there's no Jamar Chase, there's no Tyreek Hill, there's no guy that if you're a cornerback you're scared to guard them. I would say there's no elite speed type of guys. There's no guy that's gonna easily torch you in man coverage that you got to double team. They're kind of more possession guys that move well and big bodies and are just very skilled type of players. Even Marvin Harrison, I don't think even though he went fourth in the draft, he's not the type of guy that's just going to burn you as a corner. He's more of just a good overall player, big, tall, physical, strong, all that stuff. So I don't think the weapons that they have are as good as people say, and I think that that'll be good for the Niners. I think they're going to be able to match up well and play them well. I can see Charvarius Ward doing a very good job on Marvin Harrison and Deommodore Lenoir doing a very good job. Who's also having a great season right now so far for the Niners. So so I think contain Kyler Murray, and I think this could be a blowout.
yeah, but the containing Kyler Murray part is really hard.
Yeah, agreed. But yeah, I would say at this point for the 49ers, you've played him enough times. You've played enough mobile quarterbacks with this team, um, to the point where you have a good game plan. Obviously, he gets paid a lot of money to make plays, but I would say on averages, if everything averages out more often than not, if the Niners just keep their rush lanes, rush integrity, they're going to be able to keep him in the pocket and just not let him break loose and make plays. If they do that, I honestly think that um, I think Niners should win this game pretty easily.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, at first, I'm honestly at first I was thinking this might be closer than a lot of people think, but more I think about it, I think the Niners should win this game pretty easily. I think the Niners should blow them out, honestly.